Hello, welcome to another Red Joker unboxing. This evening we're going to be having a look at Star Wars Armada, the Rebel Fighter Squadrons expansions. I've already opened them up and had a quick assembly of some of the models. Here we have the Y-Wings. Here we have some A-Wings. The soon to be very popular, I can foresee, B-Wings. And I'm knocking everything out of the way. Set them back out. And then of course we get some more X-Wings. So we got our B's, A's, Y's and X's. Okay, here they are. As you can see, the models, they're lovely. Don't expect anything less. Okay, they're not super detailed like X-Wing miniatures, but you know, you can see what they are, and for the size of them, they're detailed enough. They are detailed enough. I think there's going to be some very good paint jobs on them. I'll be attempting to put some paint on them, get them to a decent, or quality. Won't probably be as good as some of the others that I'm seeing out there, but you know, some of us aren't blessed with painting skills, and sadly I'm one of those people. Okay, let's have a quick look at the actual cards that we get. So let's push all these out of the way. Out of shot, and we will start with our friends, the A-Wings. Okay, so looking at the A-Wing card. These are nippy. Okay, these move speed of 5, but as we know, A-Wing's a bit of a glass cannon. They might be fast, but they're very delicate with only a hull of 4. Nice to see that their anti-squadron lasers, blasters, whatever you want to call it, attack is probably the right definition, is 3 blue, so that's quite good. And I really like the counter 2 ability. After a squadron performs a non-counter attack against you, you may attack that squadron with an anti-squadron armament of 2 blue dice, even if you're destroyed. So, if you get blown up, at least you still can basically try and take them with you. I like that ability. I do like that. That's a nice ability. Okay, and each squadron is 11 points. Okay, so that's not bad. So let's pop that on there. Okay. So that's the standard squadron card, and now we have the named card, and it's actually Tycho Selku, coming in at 16 points. Again, same statistics. One thing I didn't mention, obviously, is you get the one black dice when attacking ships. One thing I like about Tycho is his ability. You are not prevented from moving or attacking ships whilst you're engaged. See, again, that's really nice, so he can dart around the battlefield. Interesting choice, actually, with Tycho. Obviously, he's very good in the X-Wing game. He basically lives off stress. But I actually thought they might have gone for Jake Farrell. But you never know, but obviously more people who've read a lot more of the expanded universe are probably a lot more aware of Tycho, and it's nice that he's actually been included. So there we go. So you have Tycho and the A-Wing squadrons. Now if you wanted to run both of those, that would be a total of 27 points, which is quite good. You know, it's not too expensive to run. Okay, they're a bit delicate, but you can have Tycho zipping in and out, the counter attack, all good. So let's put them out of the way. So let's now pick on the workhorse, also known as the Y-Wing. So here we go, it's the Y-Wing, and I quite like the Y-Wings after I saw a couple of the cards, well, the card. So okay, it's a bomber, so while attacking a ship, each of your critical hit icons adds 1 damage to the total, and you can resolve a critical effect. Okay, which is great, but given you're only doing 1 black, you know, it's at least it helps. And also you have these are heavy fighters. You do not prevent engaged squadrons from attacking ships or moving. Okay, so something that gets tied up by a Y-Wing, it's not going to really be tied up by a Y-Wing at all, because it's just going to fly away because you are heavy. Speed, it's 3. which is, you know, same as an X-Wing, but you've got a hull of 6. So that's quite cool. So at least you're a bit more survivable, and I like this. But what I do really like... Oh, and we're coming in at 10 points. Pretty cheap, actually, for what it is. Pretty cheap. But this is what I do like. Dutch. Just listen to this. When a squadron you attack suffers at least 1 damage, you may toggle its activation slider to the activated side. If it was already activated, it suffers 1 additional damage instead. This is the X-Wing equivalent of ions, because you're going to be taking out squadrons. If you attack somebody that's not attacked, you can keep them at bay. If you keep, you know, you're going to be constantly ioning them, and that's wonderful. If you can outmaneuver, out-activate, for example, I mean, I haven't seen the Imperial pack, so I can't say about the pilots in there, but just thinking of people like Howl Runner, I know Darth Vader's in there, and Suntir Fel. If they're anything like the X-Wing versions, we don't need to worry about Darth Vader, not until the Raider comes out, but Suntir Fel, you know, this is a great way of dealing with him, and only 16 points. I can see him being very, very popular on the table, because you're going to be controlling squadrons' abilities to activate. So again, to field both of these, it's 26 points. So, and that's, you know, that's quite a lot. You know, comparing those against the A-Wings, 27 points for the A-Wings. That's both of them obviously character and squadron. Dutch and a Y-Wing is 26 points. Obviously a little bit more survivable. We're looking at a total of 12 hull versus 8 on the A-Wings. Okay, so again, quite good those. Let's move them out of the way. Let's look next. Let's look at the X-Wings. Everybody likes an X-Wing, you know. It's got its own game. Except no one actually uses X-Wings anymore. But anyway, these are very good in Armada. So, bog standard X-Wing card. You've seen this before, it's in the core set. Nothing's different here. You know, you can escort, so these guys could actually be really great at escorting other particular craft, B-Wings. So, yeah, standard card. We've seen this, you know, it's the same, it's 13 points. Don't need to worry about that. 13 points. This is what we want. Wedge. Okay. Standard X-Wing. Loadout here. Okay, so you've got the black like Luke. However, while attacking an activated squadron, you may add 2 blue dice to your attack pool. That technically means you are flying in with 6 blue dice. That's lethal. If you pair Wedge up with Dutch, Dutch is ironing them, Wedge is flying in and finishing them, you know, and Tycho's zipping about everywhere. At last, you know, it's time for some payback, Imperial players. You know, we suffered during the core set, us Rebel players. Now it's time to feel some pain. Okay, you get the bomber ability and the escort. Okay, Wedge is a bit costly, but obviously I'd expect that. You know, 6 dice. You can't knock that. 6 dice for 19 points. Okay, so to field these particular 2, we are coming in at a grand total of 32 points. Okay, it's not bad. You know, you can do a lot of damage. 10 hull. Okay, it's only speed 3, but at the end of the day, you're going to be tying them up, and that's what we want to do. So, nice, very, very nice. Last but not least, B-Wings. Always a favourite of mine. Some few problems that I have with the B-Wings. Okay, so here's the card. So for your standard squadron, it's coming in at 14 points. 5 hull, great. You know, 3 blue for you, when attacking other squadrons. Cool. Loving the fact, and this is the bomber damage you should be getting on a Y-Wing personally, but anyway, a blue and a black. This is the problem. Speed 2. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but you know, speed 2 is literally everything's going to be flying past them. Everything. You know, you're going to be wanting to escort these guys. But 14 points, okay, yeah, you're going to do some damage. It's just going to take you a long time to get there. Shame, really. Shame, 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 shame. So let's put that on there. So here we go. Named pilot is Kayan Farlander. Again, good pilot during and in X-Wing. Okay, whilst attacking a ship, if the defending hull zone has no shields, you may re-roll any number of dice in your attack pool. Okay, and you're actually attacking with 2 black. This is the man you want to be in there, seriously causing some pain. Big 20 points though. That's a huge amount. That's more expensive than Wedge. Yeah, you're going to do some more damage to capital ships. Well, ships in general, sorry. Got to get the terminology right. But 20 points. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to take you a while to get involved, and you're going to have to protect them the whole way. So you're going to be having to, you know, you're going to have your escorts of your X-Wings, you know, looking after you, and you're going to have to perhaps have A-Wings tying things up at the front. But if you get up close and personal onto a ship, you're going to do some damage, especially the fact that you can re-roll any of your attack dice in your attack pool. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So there we go, guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of these in shot because of the angle that I have the camera this evening. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be able to get everybody in, but hey, let's do something. So there we go. These are the fighters. Personally, I think it's going to be beneficial to probably buy 2 packs, so you can field obviously a more varied amount of squadrons. Personally, I can see myself flying. I can see myself actually flying all of these, but having played a double core set game at 300 points. Fighters do make a big difference. They make a huge difference, especially for the Rebellion. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys play out on a table, and obviously against the new Imperial fighters. So, right, I'm going to call it there because there's not much else we can talk about. But no, guys, thanks very much for watching. As always, comments are always welcome. Feedback is always great, you know. Constructive criticism is fantastic. We're still finding our feet doing these videos and still trying to get the right sort of depth. As you can see, this is quite a small area that we're focusing on. We're going to be doing some more unboxing videos. The Rebel Assault Frigate Mark II is going to be coming up very soon. It's probably going to be done next, to be honest with you. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and then obviously we're going to have the Corvette and the Nebulon B. And then a bit later on, next week, possibly the week after, we're going to be looking at the Imperial side. Okay, so thanks very much, guys, and yeah, keep watching, keep commenting.